Hello everybody, welcome to Football Manager 2018. I am M4J. We are doing this. This is kind of a stopgap series, shall we say. Kind of fits nicely between the game being released and the main database that I'm waiting for coming out. It's one of these ones where I don't actually know how long this series is going to last. As soon as the Hatfield Town database becomes available, chances are this series will be wound down. But I'm going to use this as a challenge. How far can I get with a team between now and that database being released? We're going to find out. I've played a little bit of this game. You can see I have a test save as Hemel Hempstead. We're not going to play as Hemel Hempstead in this game. In this game we are going to start with my team, my second team, my first team, one of my teams, Stevenage. I'm going to advanced setup, make sure we got all the leagues that I want. I'm hoping it remembers from before. I'm also not sure if I'm going to get a copyright strike for using that music. It's in the game, it's not like I can switch it off. Yeah, I didn't think it would remember. So I want France, Germany, Belgium. I would quite like the Australia League, the MLS. Why not? Scotland, Italy, Northern Ireland, Ireland, Wales, and Spain. I think they're all the main ones that I would like. Maybe the Netherlands, and maybe Portugal as well. I think that's all of them. So obviously the game speed now is tanked considerably. However, if I switch these to view only, there you go, it starts to come back up again. So we are going to go for all the bottom leagues. But we are going to set them all to view only. And this just means that I've got a bit of a better scouting opportunity. I think these are by default set to all the bottom ones anyway, or maybe not. Maybe not. Alright. Set all these to view only. It's quite a long job this, but at least we only have to do it once. The game speed, as you can see, is right back up again. So that's good. I'm actually quite excited about this series. I wasn't originally going to do anything like this. I thought it was going to be a bit stupid to do something like this. However, that is set to large. Let's just check this advanced a second. Yeah, I don't need to worry about that. 13,000 players should be more than enough to start with. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. So yeah, I'm quite excited about this. I wasn't going to do this series originally. I was going to just sit and wait for the Hatfield database to be released. I can keep calling it the Hatfield database. It's not. It's the England level 22 database. I was going to sit and wait for that. Originally it was only going to take a month or so, and then there were delays, and then essentially I think the guy Dan, who's creating it, said they changed the way that the editor works this year. So editor files from previous versions of the game don't work as they should do in this version of the game, which is a bit of a shame. I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, I'd say it's a good thing, because it means the game code is progressing. It's a bit awkward that it's not backwards compatible, but sometimes backwards compatibility is impossible. You can't do it. So I totally understand that. What that does mean though is we get to play as Stevenage, which is something I wanted to do. This is kind of a return of the basic series as well, because I will be employing some of those tactics. In terms of who to sign, considering when I last did a who to sign series, I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago, most of those players have either gone on and progressed like I said they would, or they've sort of just disappeared. So I don't 100% know about that. Right, this is my profile. That kind of looks like me. As you can see, I'm wearing the Hatfield colours. They are the exact same colours as the Hatfield kit. I'm a little bit on the tubby side for some reason. Bit weird. And the face, it's not the greatest picture that I used, so I'm not going to complain too much about that. I'm going to set this up based on Stevenage. My style is definitely youth development, which is what Stevenage do anyway. And we're going to name this... I'm being optimistic. I don't plan on getting sacked. So we're going to save this as Stevenage. Right, so yeah, the challenge is, how far can I get Stevenage up the Football League? We're already in League 2, so I'm a bit of a head start here. Normally I start at the bottom available league, or as low down as possible. I mean, Hatfield are level 10, so they're halfway down the 22. I'm tempted to do one from the bottom of the 22 as well, but it would take 23 seasons to get into the Premier League, so that might be a little too optimistic. And that's assuming we get promoted every single season. Here, it should take 4 years, provided we get promoted every single season. Actually, it takes 3 years. Yeah, it takes 3 years. Okay, so we've got Glenn Roeder as assistant manager. And we got Robbie O'Keefe as head of youth development. I believe he's quite good. Yeah, he's quite good. I would quite like to keep Darren Saul, but I don't think he'd be interested in coming back. I don't want to change the philosophies. Meet the journalists. We might as well meet Roeder. We'll do the developmental match. Yep. I'd like the report. I'll meet the backroom staff. And we'll call that. And we'll do that. Okay. So, transfers. We got Kevin Toner, Joe Fryer and Carl Wootton in online, as well as Charlie Wakefield, who I've still not seen in real life. I've no idea how good he is in real life. In terms of players out, Kevin Loco, Ryan Johnson, Dippo Akinyemi. Maybe not Akinyemi, but I'm tempted to recall these two. Also notice Blair Turgot's not on that list. Okay, I can't recall Johnson. Or was that Johnson? Was that Loco? I can't recall either of them. Okay. I doubt I'd be able to bring back... No, I can't bring back Akinyemi either. Injury update. Conlon's coming back from his injury. Franks, Kennedy, and who's Schmid? Youth player. They're also injured. Ben Kennedy and Matt Godden are on their way back too. 5 weeks. 5 weeks. Okay. Responsibilities. Yes, this is something I would very much like to look at. Hire fire director of football. I'll quite happily take over that. To be honest, I think I'll do all of this stuff. Find and make offers. I need a director of football actually before I could do any of this. So we'll come back to that. I also want to check out Roder's stats. I'll have to do that. Yep, that's all fine. Right. There's not a great deal of quality depth outside of the first team amongst players currently at the club. Lack quality depth in goal. We've only got 2 goalkeepers. We lack quality depth at left back. We've only got 1 actual left back. We've got 2 others who can play left back. Better depth would be useful at centre back. We got loads of centre backs. I'm not sure what that's about. We lack quality decision making. Now that is something I can vouch for in real life as well. We definitely suffer in terms of that. Squad ranks in the bottom third of the competition for work rate. We're going to have to improve that. They're not the strongest physically, and the squad as a whole could do with improving in that regard. There aren't enough players who have a first touch of sufficient quality. The overall quality of passing within the squad remains disappointing. It might be worth paying attention to the low levels of aggression and commitment. This isn't the best squad in terms of jumping. Room for improvement on the coaching team. Well, the coaching team is something I'm going to address now. The rest of these, some of these I might argue against actually. Quality of passing is a bit off in real life. First touch tends to be quite good. We got a good strong team as well. There's plenty of aggression. We've had a couple of red cards already this season. Commitment is something that comes and goes, I suppose, with morale. They're always jumping to try and win headers. So I wouldn't say that that was something to worry about. We'll apply all those right now. I'm not going to make Chris Day vice captain yet. Let's have a look at scouting. Ian Everett will keep scouting for now. No one else. I'm not sure I like this scouting centre. I might change this. Assignments. That's what I want to look at. I think. Is there a way to add an assignment? Am I missing something? Is there a button somewhere? Okay, hang on. I don't know what's going on here actually. During the transfer window every day, outside of the transfer window every week, let's say. Minimum recommendation level 70. How do I set this up? Aha, okay. Scouting range, age, peak or young? Young, I think. Style, all. Goalkeeper style, all. Availability, typically. Okay. Short term, we want someone with good current and potential, maybe somewhere up like that. Player style, we want physical, don't we? Goalkeeper style, all. Availability, now. Duration, a month. And the age range between 15 and 25. We'll set that focus. Okay. Like I say, I've not played much of this so far. So scouting and things is something that I'm not 100% confident on still. Scouting budget. Yeah, I think we'll actually, do you know what? If we lower the scouting budget a little bit, that's the wrong way. That increases our transfer budget a touch, which is good. Maybe it's because I've set Hunter to where's scouting? There. Yeah, okay. Handle scouting meetings. Yeah, I'll do that for now. Alright, staff search. I think do I have a... No. Okay, that's quite annoying. New search. I think that's what I want. Staff role. Director of football. Employed. Don't care. World reputation. Don't care. Add condition. Don't care. Exclude. Okay. So these are all people we can have as our director of football. I thought I saw Terry Butcher's name there then. He's not the greatest though. Tiago Cruz, Mitch Fern. These are all relatively new names for me. Oh, Pedro Pereira looks like a good shout. Depends how much he is, of course. Spencer Pryor is also not bad, although he's considered a manager. Do you know what? Pedro Pereira. We're going to try and bring him in as a director of football. We can as well. Well, what do you know? Okay. With that, we're then going to go into players scouting, players search. Now I do have... See, I set up views and I thought I could just open them up, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Let's have a look at loan listed players. And we do want to customize, I think. Scout? No. Scout style? No. Hang on. Customize current view. Let's go general first. General info. Right. Customize current view. So we want to have scouting ability relatively high up. There. This needs to be moved all the way over. Okay. So this is what I don't like, is these... There we go. That needs to be moved all the way over like that. Right, customize current view. So I want things like... I want to know their happiness. Does that not come under general? Apparently not. Squad number I really couldn't care about. Oh, there you go, happiness. General happiness. Because if a player's unhappy, you've got more of a chance of signing them. Why do I keep pressing OK? Dumb. Contract. We want to know what their contract expiry date is. That's always important. We'll put that. In fact, we'll leave that exactly where it is. Training attitude. In fact, we don't want that. We want to know their personality or the morale. Because if they're not happy, we'll put that with happiness. But I would quite like to know their our scout recommendation. That's quite important too. We'll put that after ability. And maybe we'll have potential as well. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, scout's opinion of best. I'm trying to think what the category is I'm looking for. I want to know what their attitude is, essentially. Like, are they a professional? Are they an amateur? Do they work hard? That kind of thing. What would that come under? Training attitude, I'd have thought. It's none of that stuff. Transfers. No, it's none of that stuff. Coaching. I suppose my assistant manager's opinion of the player's best position would be quite handy as well. Contract is the kind of thing I want. Don't think so. Maybe I can't find out at the moment. Fitness, that's something I should use. Match sharpness, no. Overall physical condition, that's quite important. Does it come under general? There we go, personality. That's very important. Alright, let's give that a go. And then here, if I just do this, auto size all columns. There. Now I get a good list of all the players that I could potentially sign. And now what I'm going to do is do a mass scout job on this lot. And then we'll do like this. Oh, more than 50 players selected. Okay, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get scout report. That should be enough to start with. The scouts are still out anyway, so that's fine. We'll clear this. Alright, contract expired. We'll have a look at some of the free agents as well. Because, you know, if we can bring in a player on a free transfer, that's a good deal. Oh, Matt Murphy. He's part of my Hatfield team of past. Julio Baptista is on here. I doubt we'd be able to convince him. You never know. Did I just see Joe Ngessen as well? I saw Danny Ngessen. Stefan Zubar. Darius Henderson. I mean, these are some big names here. Sanchez Watt. I'm straight away going to bring him in on trial. Anton Rogers. Brendan Rogers' son. Sylvain Ebanks Blake. Luke Oliver I just saw on there as well. He's a blast from the past. Oh, 70. Okay, hang on. How many is that? 45. Yep, that's fine. And that was up to somewhere around here. Will Hoskins is on there as well. We'll give these lot a scout too. Okay, so we've got loads of players being scouted. That's good. And then as the database builds up, we should start to see what's going on here. Right, tactics. I think I have some tactics saved. I hope I have some tactics saved. That's not what I want. What I want is here. Did I save them? No. Well, that's annoying. Actually, I'm quite happy with that as a base to start with. I think maybe the one change I would make is move. Maybe not that actually. Move McKee back like this, or move that to there. I'm trying to think how to do this. So firing goal. We'll go with the sweeper keeper. Attack. Martin is a complete wing back set to attack. This side is also a complete wing back set to attack. And then here we're going to have a defensive centre back on cover and a ball playing defender on stopper. This here is going to be a ball winning midfielder set to defend. We're then going to have a deep line playmaker set to support. We're then going to have a box to box. We've got these guys, the Mezzala. Likes to drift wide and operate in the half spaces, or the Carrilero. Supporting role more often than not utilised as part of a midfield three, or as two central midfielders in a diamond midfield. It's the job of these shuttlers to cover lateral areas of the pitch and link the defensive midfield area with the attacking midfield area. We don't really have an attacking midfield area. The Mezzala is essentially a central / half winger who likes to do his defending slightly further up the field, although he does generally have less defensive responsibilities. Now we want a box to box here, I think, set to support. Winger to attack, winger to attack, and then up front a complete forward set to attack. That's slightly better. We now need to set the individual instructions. Tackle harder, roll it out long to the fullbacks, distribute quickly, passing directness will be mixed. Say okay to that. The fullbacks are going to be, excuse me, sneezing. closing down much more, or more actually. Tackle harder, mark tighter, shoot less often, more risky passes, and if you cross, you're going to cross to the centre. I should give someone in the middle the chance to attack the ball then. More, mark tighter, tackle harder, less often, more risky, centre. Right, these guys, so you're the cover, so you're going to close down much less. You're going to mark tighter, tackle harder, hold your position, that's crucial. Whereas the ball player, you're going to close down much more. You're not going to hold your position, you're going to dribble more, you're going to shoot less often, and your passing, yeah, we'll have that as mixed. Mark specific position. You're going to be more interested in the attacking midfielder. You are going to be more interested in the striker. Okay, the ball-winning midfielder, you're also going to close down much more. You're going to shoot less often. Your passing directness is going to be the mixed. That's fine. You're also going to mark this attacking midfielder. So actually you are going to not mark anybody. You are going to mark the striker. Righto. Box to box, you're going to close down sometimes, sure. Get further forward, run wide with the ball moving to the channels. You're going to ease off your tackles. You're also not going to mark tighter. You're going to dribble more, you're going to shoot more often, and you're also going to try risky passes. The defence-minded one, you're also not going to mark tight, but you are going to close down much more. You're going to tackle hard. You're going to dribble less. You are also going to try risky passes. You're not going to run wide with the ball though. And in fact, your passes are shorter. Actually, no, you're the deep line playmaker. Your passes are more direct. Right, winger. You're going to close down more. You're not going to mark tight though. Tackle hard, roam from position, shoot more often, fewer risky passes, and your crosses are going to be aimed at a target man. Same with this side. More, tackle harder, roam, fewer, shoot more often, target man. And then finally the big man up top. You're going to shoot more often. You are going to hold the ball up. Your passing is more shorter. Mark tighter, sure. Can you mark a goalkeeper? Yes, you can. You're going to ease off your tackles. Okay. So they're the individuals. Now we've got to do the team instructions. So you're going to be a control with a very fluid shape. And your team instructions are as follows. You're going to play with a very high tempo. You're not going to time waste much. You're going to be very wide. Slightly deeper line, no offside trap. Closing down more. You're going to prevent the goalkeeper's short distribution. You're not going to use tighter marking. You are going to get stuck in. You're going to exploit both flanks. You're going to clear the ball to flank. Actually, no, you're going to play out defence and exploit the flanks. Pass into space. Your passing directness is mixed. Retain possession. Be more expressive. You're going to try and work the ball into the box, and you're going to look for the overlap at all times. Crosses are going to be mixed. You're going to run at defence, and you're going to roam from your positions. And we're going to save that. Ready for the Hatfield save as well. M4J1. I'm going to save it to the cloud. Okay. Save. We're also going to save the game. Right, we are going to make a second tactic, and then I think we're going to call this an episode. I reckon this is a good start. If we have a team like this, we should do relatively well. Fingers crossed. We got players like Danny Newton to exploit. In fact, whilst I'm here, training. Oh, how come I can't change your... Oh, because I'm not in charge of training. Right, staff responsibilities. We're going to change this now. Run general training for senior squad is me. Youth squad is going to be the head of youth. Set up individual training is also going to be me. Your youth. Fine. Run match training. Rhoda's going to do that. Head of youth is going to do it for the unders. That's fine. That's fine. Youth team players. Head of youth. Okie dokie. Head of youth, head of youth, head of youth. I handle the contracts though. Finalise signings, head of youth. I'm happy with that. I'm also going to go first team. Handles team talks, that'll be Rhoda. Tactical briefings will probably also be Rhoda. Press conferences, Rhoda. Use signing press conferences is Rhoda. Actually, tactical briefings should be me, because I need to know what the team needs to do. Tunnel interviews is me. Some of this I've already set up anyway. So Rhoda's already in charge of friendly matches. Search advice is Hunter. Coach report advice is currently O'Keefe. And handle auto picking team selections is Rhoda. Okie dokie. Right, now if I go squad, I should be able to select Newton. Position role. Left winger. Do also have Rowan Liebird still in the team. Blair Turgott should be somewhere as well. There he is. Okay, stats aren't great, but can't win with everything. Who's Alex Taylor? 17 years old. Must be promoted from the youth team. There's a few. Got a couple of goalkeepers here as well. Ryan Schmid's a goalkeeper. Okay. Okay. This also needs to be customised. Best position is important. That should come after. In fact, that should be above position. And then we also want I want to know all positions. Club? No. It should come under coaching. It's best tactical role. Fitness is quite important. Overall physical condition. That's something worth knowing. General. I suppose this could be it. Preferred foot, that's something worth knowing. Position should be on here. Secondary position is something that I would like to know. So that would go there. So I should really have position as well. Oh well. And then I want general happiness. Oh, there's position. Move that up. And we'll move that up. And we want contract as well. We want their expiry date, because the last thing we want is for them to leave on free transfers. If they're doing pretty well, that should come under there. Right. Do that. Auto size all columns. Good. Right. So Samuel, it's got listed as... We don't have a secondary position for him. So that gives us something to change, because he does play on the right at the moment in real life. What have we got for Kennedy? He plays on the right as well. His best position is behind the striker. That's also something that's definitely worth noting. Okay, can I get a player report for everybody? suppose at the moment they should all focus on strength. Right, I tell you what, I said we're going to set up a second tactic, but I'm actually going to leave this episode here. We've been going for 35 minutes, which is quite a long time. I'm going to immediately record the next episode after this one, and I'm going to start looking at things like the second tactic and training. So until then, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Can't really say if you're enjoying the series because we've only just started, but you can always leave a like if you're enjoying the series as well, I suppose. Leave some comments down below with ideas for signings, tactics, that sort of thing. Besides that, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. And until next time, I will see you soon.